This is a big one, especially for the Christian community. Stop praying and start managing. If you look at the Bible, you probably won't see anything about praying for wealth. It's not in there. You don't pray for wealth. You manage what you have. If you have a handful of seeds, you don't eat them. You plant them. If you have one seed, you don't eat the seed. You plant the seed. Most people, if they don't have money, then they have time, and then they go to different job sites and they say, "I'm willing to trade my time for your money." Eventually, you get a job. Eventually, you can't fail 100% of the time. It's impossible. It's improbable. You can't fail 100% of the time. So eventually, you'll get a job, and then you'll have money. That money has to be managed, has to be sowed. If you mismanage that money that you've been given, you don't get more. You don't get more. And if you try to borrow more, you lose more. The interest rates will whoop your ass. You don't get more by doing nothing. You have to manage what you have. I've learned this the hard way, and countless people are learning this the hard way, especially with the government shutdown and all of the different governmental issues that we're having. It's not going to go away. It's not going to get better. The people in Congress and the Senate, they're still getting paid. They're still getting paid while the government shut down. I saw a bill being proposed about them not getting paid during government shutdowns, which kind of makes sense. They're part of the government. It's a big issue. It's not going to go away. You should not be praying for wealth. You should be praying for wisdom. And in turn, first of all, wisdom's always available, so you don't have to really pray for it. It's available already. It's free. It cries to the streets. It's in the books. It's in the YouTube videos. It's in the live streams. It's in the libraries. It's in the form of a question. Wisdom's everywhere. So you don't got to pray for wisdom. You don't got to pray for wealth. You need to have a goal. And then the goal determines the questions you ask. And then now you have to apply what you know and what you learn. One thing I've had to practice myself, and it's much easier said than done, but I experience a lot of boredom. Boredom is a privilege and a problem at the same time. Depends on your perspective. If you work 40 hours a week, boredom is probably a privilege that you look forward to having. But if you're like me, you have all your time to yourself and you're bored all day long, the only solution I can find personally to boredom as a person who has 24 hours to themselves, like every single day is the same. The solution to boredom is management. Is what's the best thing I can do right now? Question I constantly have to ask myself. And the question doesn't always result in me moving and going to do something. If anything, it just means I'm held accountable. Now I know, you could be doing this. Management. If you're bored, start managing. There's something that can be improved, something that can be maintained, something that can be pruned, something that can be cleaned, something that can be disinfected. There's something you can do. Go make your bed. Go sweep. Go mop. Go give. Steward. I'm guilty of being a person who wishes and like, if only I had more, and if only you don't know what to do with what you have now. Everyone thinks they can manage $1 million. If I just gave them $1 million right now, everyone thinks they know what to do with it, but they can't manage $1,000. I notice every month that goes by that I manage, I have more money. I don't know when it exactly clicks, but like every time I check my accounts and I realize, oh, it doesn't even have to go up in value. It's the fact that I now know I have more money to my person. It starts accruing. It's a snowball effect where the more I manage what I have now, the less I need what comes in next month. Which means it keeps accruing. But it starts with what you have right now. Me going live again. I will keep saying this. I'm not the spokesperson for a person who's mastered stewardship or mastered doing things properly every single time. It's not true. It's a lie. It's a lie. If anything, I need this live stream for myself. I need to watch this back multiple times over so I can get this stored properly. Because I struggle with this. I struggle with this personally. Stephen Bradley says, "Wow, my boy, I used to watch you when I first joined the Air Force, like in 2017. Now I do contracting with the military. I thank you. Hey, much love, my guy. Boy, getting the bag too with the contracting. I know you living differently out there, man. Speaking of military, this crossed my mind earlier to include this as far as stewardship, because I asked myself, I'm like, all right, so Ray, you kind of walked in and benefited, and I'm now living the life that I've always wanted. It's not perfect by any means, but when I wake up every single day, I live a slow morning. I wake up, turn my air conditioner off, come here, make coffee, sit on my couch, turn on YouTube, and I slowly just let life just happen. And I asked myself, how did I get here? Because I did not try, like, YouTube was my goal to like make it and to like earn passive income and to like retire from having to work and what have you. And it did not work. It I cannot live off what I'm making from YouTube at all. At all. Um, and I asked myself, what is the silver lining? What did you do right? You did something right. What did you do right? And the answer is stewardship. Stewardship. Now, I failed in a lot of ways when it comes to stewardship. In terms of, did I maximize and did I invest properly all the money I earned in my Air Force career? Absolutely not. And that's one of my biggest regrets. I wish I can go back and invest all that money that I earned from deployments, what have you, and from living in DC, getting crazy amounts of currency flowing through my bank accounts. I wish I had managed it better. But what I did manage was the opportunity I had in the Air Force and the way I showed up to work and the way I executed the instructions I was given. Hear me when I say this. You don't understand the magnitude and the value of making quality decisions consistently. You make wise decisions consistently over time. At this point, you'll see a pop, and it just happens. No one has an answer. But what I will tell you is that it is impossible. It's mathematically impossible to make quality decisions, quality wise decisions consistently and not benefit. I don't know how the system works. There's law of attraction, law of vibration, the power of the mind, all these different principles, and like, all right, so if you just do it this way, and if you just invest this and buy my crypto, and then no. What I do know is that if I'm faced with the option of here's a good decision, here's a better decision, here's the best decision you could possibly make, which do you want? All right, I'm gonna go sports gamble. That's not one of the options. That's not one of the options. Choose. And every day, all of us, we wake up and we make decisions, and we have choices available to us. I'm like, all right, I can make food at home. I can order Uber Eats. I can go out to dinner. Which do I choose? And we all make decisions. A lot of us don't realize that each one of those decisions has a cost to it. There's a benefit to each one of those decisions. There's a cost to all those decisions. We don't want to hear it in the moment, but later on, when we look back and like, how much money did I waste on Uber Eats? $20 each, $40 here. Wingstop is crazy. Chick-fil-A got me for $25. I ordered some Klarna, so I'm paying 4 payments on Chick-fil-A to get a spicy chicken sandwich deluxe. It's too much. You had the money. You mismanaged it.